She's learning.
I mean, she's doing completely different, 100% different than the other times.
Oh, okay.
Vivier.
Hey guys, Albert with Citizen K9. This is me at a shelter, and I like to talk about aggression. Now right there you just saw her stiffen up, her tail stopped moving, and she didn't like how the other dog's head was above hers, so she just automatically snapped. Automatic as in she learned over and over again that if she becomes aggressive, she can control the scenario. So I'm not trying to be abusive here, guys. I'm not hurting her, but I'm trying to break her focus. Now, if you've seen my other videos, I would use the remote collar to break their focus at a low stimulation, of course, or just using a vibrate. But with my hands, I'm trying to break her sight. She has tunnel vision. You can tell that she just wants to tunnel in onto the threat. Even though this dog showed no form of threat, she just feels like it's necessary to show dominance. And I know that a lot of trainers would agree on the fact that one dog needs to be the alpha and needs to show dominance, but when you have a pack of dogs, guys, there's too many alphas. There's too many dominant dogs, and just to ask them to work it out is not always going to end up well, especially if you have really powerful dogs, like pit bulls for instance. So this is an important issue to address because it escalates to a point from finding out your dog has aggression, finding out that you need to socialize your dog, but you can't bring your dog to a daycare because they won't accept your dog for being aggressive. Then you're afraid that the dog is going to be aggressive in any scenario, and that dog ends up being indoors most of the time and start learning more superstitions. Basically nurturing that dog's aggression, because she or he is never going to learn to adapt and learn to be calm anymore. So I'm constantly trying to break their focus, or in this case Roxy's focus, showing her that it's okay. Now this is another issue that a lot of people wouldn't do. They think that if your dog is doing something wrong, you shouldn't praise them. This isn't a form of praise, guys, because I don't have a relationship with the dog. I'm letting them learn to relax. So loosen up, relax. Basically, if it was somebody else, a person, you'll give them a massage, try to make them feel more comfortable. And food is comfort food in this scenario as well. If the dog, in most cases, was highly aggressive or in a stressful environment, they wouldn't have time to eat. Eating is a vulnerable situation. So that's how I know for a fact that this dog is going to be very easily rehabilitated, because she's so comfortable eating next to a stranger, yet at the same time snaps whenever she has a chance. So it's innate, it's natural, and it has been nurtured. And regardless of how long it's been that way, it can be turned off, and preferably stayed off until she realizes that being calm is a better form of life. Now after about 20 minutes using 2 different test dogs, you're seeing Roxy being more calm. She's not submitting. I'm not asking her to be submissive. I'm asking her to understand that she's overreacting. You can almost tell right here that she's starting to understand how much better life is not worrying about her environment. Even though this is a strange environment, this is not her kennel. She's learning that it's okay. So guys, I hope this helps some of you understand how to react towards aggression. We don't put more pressure on resisting the aggression. We need to help the dog understand that the tension isn't necessary, and we need to invalidate it with a more calm demeanor. But at the same time, helping them understand what we expect from them.
She just need a walk.
Yeah, she's doing okay now.
She's acting different when I'm I mean, when I saw her first, think about it.
Well, I think whenever you sat here and worked with her,
Yeah, we just spent like less than 5 minutes. If we can make a
but
difference,
she realized what you wanted from
yeah.
her.
So maybe in less than like 3 days we can make something.
Right.